No taxes in Portugal, zero taxes because of a new law. So, Laurens, what's happening here?
Yeah, so this new law is aimed at reversing brain drain. So Portugal is one of the countries in Europe with the strongest brain drain. So that means young people leaving to other countries to get job opportunities there, which is mostly caused by the fact that the opportunities in Portugal are quite limited. So yeah, that's a phenomenon that's been ongoing, that is happening.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah.
It has been quite dramatic in Portugal, I think, this
yeah,
brain
exactly.
drain.
So they're saying it's the country with the worst brain drain even
in Europe, I think. Yeah.
So yeah, what this new law is about is that it's for people aged between 18 and 35, up to 28,000 a year.
Yeah.
There are certain exemptions on their income tax. So in the first year you have a 100% exemption. So that's also where
So that's the zero taxes.
That's where the marketing slogan "zero taxes for young people" comes from. Then from year 2 until year 4, it's 75% exemption, and then from year 5 onwards, from 50%, it gradually decreases to 0, and then you're just a full-time taxpayer.
Yeah.
In Portugal.
But if you're young and you're from, let's say, the US or the Netherlands or Germany, and you want to benefit from this, that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, so it's aimed at people born in Portugal.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's indeed not one of those expat regimes.
No.
I would also say Portugal maybe had enough expat regimes already. So NHR 2.0 is there now, but it's a bit more specific. We also made a video about NHR 2.0.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you just look at some statistics, so between 2008 2023, 350 to 400,000 young people left Portugal.
Yeah.
There were years where you had a net migration loss. So that's also why labor migration, I think, in Portugal is more important than in some other countries.
So it's really shrinking.
Yeah, it's shrinking.
Yeah.
And then in general, you have a problem where you have high taxes and low wages. 25% of young people are jobless.
Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot indeed. So yeah, now they really have to come up with smart things that target young people, make them stay in the country, and then help the country grow. And it will benefit also between 350 to 400,000 people are estimated to benefit from this new plan.
Yeah.
And then for the rest, you also need to take into account, of course, that the cost of living is rising in Portugal because of
all the expats coming to Portugal.
Yeah, because of external powers.
So it's also a strange phenomenon that you see that at the one hand, expats coming from abroad to Portugal, highly skilled workers, and at the same time you see the younger people looking for job opportunities leaving the country.
Exactly, yeah. And that's, I think where maybe programs like NHR have failed is that, they didn't, I mean, maybe in the light of the 2008 crisis, when they needed to get a comeback as well from that, and it attracted, of course, people to Portugal. Yeah. But at the end of the day, maybe the only thing it really did was driving up the cost of living, housing prices.
For the Portuguese as well,
for the Portuguese as well, while the wages stayed quite low. Most of the expats that come to Portugal already have their jobs sorted. You can think of foreign employers, and they're still somehow connected to a foreign labor market, or even getting salaries that are based on the living standards in Denmark or UK or whatever. So that's exactly, that creates a bit of a mismatch. It will be interesting to see how it plays out.
And also interesting to see how it plays out because some people argue that this is not a really holistic approach, so it's just one measure. You don't do other things like, enhancing the infrastructure, the digital infrastructure, removing bureaucracy, things like that. So that might be not enough.
I mean, I get the criticism, of course. At the same time, I think you should start somewhere, of course, if you want to, because this is really like a brain drain problem. So first thing you want to do is make young people stay in Portugal and build up the economy. But if you look at two successful cases where brain drain and where poor economy was successfully reverted. You can look at Ireland and at Estonia. I think what Ireland did well is low corporate tax tariffs. They deregulated, they just invested fundamentally in the economy and in the financial infrastructure. And then Estonia was the first country with a flat tax, so that gave an initial spike to the economy. People had more money to spend, and after that, the flat tax was not as successful anymore. It was more short-term boost indeed. But after that, they had all these kind of e-residency programs, really focused on the digital revolution. Let's say. So those are two countries where it went well, and then what those two countries have in common is that what you said, the holistic approach. They just fundamentally changed the infrastructure, economy,
the whole environment, the whole system,
environment. So if this rule in itself is going to be enough, probably not. But at the same time, in Portugal also has a new startup law, and there's a new crypto law. I do think they're doing something. But I would also say previous NHR program was too broad, too much aimed to draw in expats. Maybe they would benefit more from attracting companies, for example, that create jobs as well. Because indeed this exemption is nice, but if there are no jobs or if people are still jobless, then you're not going to be benefiting from that exemption. So it's
So it's a first step, and it could be effective within a bigger package, within the bigger picture that hopefully is going to improve for the Portuguese.
Exactly.
Okay, interesting. Thanks a lot. If you need any help with taxes, you're always welcome to go to Tytle.io and we'll help you there. And hope to see you next time, next episode. Bye.